big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth, I wanted to talk about, or discuss, have a conversation about fears in today's vlog. Now, everyone has their own different fears, and maybe not every person's fear is the exact same, but there are a lot of similarities between certain fears that people have. And just to let you guys know, there's nothing wrong to be afraid of something, or scared of something, or fearful of something. And look, I'm not saying that the fear I'm going to talk about today is the only fear I have. There are other fears, there are other things I'm scared of, there are other things, along those lines that I'm afraid of, or scared of, or fearful of. But I'm going to give you a few examples of what some individuals are afraid of. And like I said, not every single person is going to be afraid of these things. And not everyone's going to have the exact same fears. But whether it's rational fears or irrational fears, people are scared of clowns, spiders, snakes, airplanes, heights. Even though airplanes and heights kind of go along because you're in the sky, dying, public speaking, all of these things are valid fears. And there are other fears out there that exist that are commitment and stuff like that. Now, what I'm about to say, you may think I'm talking on my butt or think I'm making this up. But I want you guys to realize that this is a true, honest to God fear of mine. I'm afraid of being afraid. I'm fearful of being fearful. Now, that could be made into a positive, or however you guys interpret that. But everyone is afraid of something in life. Whether it's like failing a test, or some examples I've already given. And there are other examples like your favorite team losing, or things of that nature. Now, being afraid of being afraid could be misconstrued in saying, "Hey, you're not afraid of anything because you're afraid of afraid of being afraid, or you're fearful of being fearful." And not everyone's the same. And not everyone's afraid of being afraid, or not everyone's fearful of being fearful. There are other things to be afraid of and terrified of and fearful of in this world. And that's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with being afraid of something. There's nothing wrong with being fearful of something. There's nothing wrong with being terrified of something. But there are other individuals out there who aren't afraid of those certain things, or who aren't fearful of those certain things. But everyone has something they're scared of. Everyone has something they're afraid of. Everyone has something they're fearful of in this world. And if they say they're not afraid or fearful or scared of something, they're lying through their teeth. Because every single person on this planet is scared, fearful, or terrified, or afraid of something in their life. Whether it was when they were a kid, now that they're an adult, or when they're an elder, everyone is scared of something. Everyone is terrified of something in their life. And it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be... I know I'm repeating myself. I'm just explaining to you guys that not just because, we don't tell you every single little detail about us, whether we're an actor or a singer or a YouTuber or a model or a social media influencer or a wrestler or whatever it is. Just because we don't share every single detail of our lives doesn't mean we aren't afraid of something. We aren't terrified of something. We aren't fearful of something. Everyone's scared of something in their life. Whether it was when they were a little kid, the boogeyman, or whether it's something, more rational, or monsters, or whatever it may be when you were a little kid. Now that some of those kids have grown up, they're fearful and scared and terrified and afraid of something else. Something, that is real a little bit. Now, I'm not saying monsters and the boogeyman and all those things aren't real, they may be real for someone out there in the world, and that's okay to be. That's okay to be afraid of something that may or may not exist, or be afraid of something that does exist that some people might be afraid of and other people might not be afraid of. Like someone might be afraid of clowns and demons and all those types of things, whereas someone else might not be afraid of those things. And who knows at this point what's next. But I thought I'd just share with you guys that I'm afraid of being afraid. I'm fearful of being fearful. You know, I'm scared of being scared. And there's nothing wrong with that mind thinking. And you might misinterpret what I'm saying, and I don't want you guys to be. Because there are other people like me out there. It may be very rare, but there are people like that out there in the world that aren't afraid of being afraid, or that aren't being are scared of, you know, so forth and so on. You know what I'm trying to say is, everyone has that, you know, terrifying, crippling fear of something, and that's just it. You can interpret it however you want to interpret it, but I'm just afraid of being afraid, or terrified of being terrified, or scared of being scared, or, you know, fearful of being fearful. Anyways, we got a couple birthdays to wish, and we're getting towards the end of the month, which means that I understand that Halloween hasn't happened yet, but we're starting to think about Thanksgiving and Christmas and 2024, because those are going to be coming up pretty fast here in the next couple of weeks and couple months. So I would like to wish Natalie Dawn a happy birthday, and India Isley a happy 30th birthday today, and also Becca Tilly. No, it's just India. Becca's tomorrow. And okay, no, I'm getting too far ahead of myself, but so go wish India a happy 30th birthday wherever you may follow her, on whether it be on Instagram, Twitter, wherever she has a social media platform, and go wish, who did I say it was? Natalie a happy birthday today on YouTube. So, with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow with a brand new vlog, and bye-bye. Oh, wait. I almost forgot to do my outro. So, everyone has an honest, true, unconditional soulmate story out there in regards to love, and for me, she's in that celebrity world except for a porn star, whether that be a singer, whether that be a model, whether that be a YouTuber, whether that be a wrestler, actor, whatever it is. She's in that celebrity world, and she could be 15 miles away from me, or she could be 15,000 miles away from me. I'm not sure at this point. And now, bye-bye.